The Los Angeles Lakers, they are leading the Pacific Division. Now, it depends if you want to argue that fact with Portland. Portland has it on percentage of victories, but the Lakers have the largest number of wins at 13-5. So basically, Portland with a 733 percentage is first in percentage. The Lakers at 722, but the Lakers are a half game ahead when it comes to the standings. Let's go to George Tolles and find out the starting lineups tonight. Here's Mitch Kupchak first.
7-year vet Jamal Wilkes. At center, the NBA's leader in block shots from UCLA in his 13th season, 7'2", number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In backcourt from Duquesne at 6'2", number 10, Norm Nixon. And leading the league in assists from Michigan State, 6'9", number 32, Magic Johnson. The trainer is Jack Curran. The assistant coach, Mike Thibault. The interim assistant coach, Jerry West. The interim head coach, Pat Riley. Now the Seattle Supersonics. At forward, out of Virginia, 6'7", number 42 is Wally Walker. Number 8 from Oregon State, 6'8", co-captain Lonnie Shelton. At guard from Notre Dame, 6'7", number 22, Bill Hensley. Number 1, who is number 1 in steals in the NBA, USC's Gus Williams. And at center from Illinois Wesleyan, 6'11", number 43, the NBA's leading rebounder, Jack Sikma. The trainer is Frank Furtado. The assistant coaches Les Habiger and Dave Harshman. And the head coach is Lenny Wilkins.
No smoking in the seating area of the building.
So the Supersonics introduced with the basic same starting lineup that you know. Now, Armand Hill did start 4 games for the Sonics, but Bill Hanslick has started the rest of them. The other 4 starters have been consistent for the first 14 games. The Sonics right at the moment are 8-6, averaging 105 points a game. The Lakers average 114 points a game. The Sonics give up 102. The Lakers, though, give up 109. So that could be the story in the ball game. The referees again, Wally Rooney, he'll be number 16, and Bruce Alexander, he'll be number 26. Jabbar, and of course, Wilkes and Kupchak up front with Magic and Nixon at the guards. A very familiar starting lineup. And as predicted, Magic Johnson is getting booze because everybody feels that he got Paul Westhead in L.A. The story is apparently Jerry Buss 2 or 3 days ahead of that had decided to make a move. And of course, unknowing of that, Magic came out and said something in Utah. And of course, it looked as if he had gotten the coach. How much of it is true, we don't know. But as I said, Magic is getting booed tonight. Lakers take the tip. Sonics get off on a road trip after that. We'll tell you about their action of the games that you'll see. Kupchak, Hanslick on top of him. Nixon goes along the baseline with Jabbar, still wearing those goggles. Probably the sky hook. No, a little push jumper, it's in. Kareem from about 4 feet away. There, when you expect the sky hook, he turns and faces the bucket.
Right off the bat, we noticed that Los Angeles got the players away from Kareem, so he was able to turn to the middle harassed by another player.
Lonnie Shelton, number 8. You know Gus working against Nixon, and Norm's going to get a call. It's the first foul of the game, obviously, against Norm Nixon, the veteran out of Duquesne, graduated there in '77.
Sometimes he likes to compete with Gus, and if Gus can get off the mark early, I think we might see Norm have a little trouble.
Yep, second foul of the ball game is called, and the crowd loves it because Kareem got into Jack, and Kareem gets his first personal, second team foul, and we only have 40 seconds gone in this ball game. Jack shoots, misses, Wilkes with a rebound. Jack Sikma, the leading rebounder in the league now. At 13-2 a game. Well, we're going to have a whistle-filled game if this keeps up. Gus an elbow into Nixon, his first personal foul, and the Lakers will take it out.
Establishing that it's a hands-off policy tonight.
Boy, it's going to be tight if they call it that way all night. Here's Magic. Hanslick working hard. They played against each other. Hanslick was at Notre Dame. Magic, of course, at Michigan State. Nixon. He gets 2, and it's 4-0.
Los Angeles is shooting a torrid 54%.
That's marvelous.
In their last 6 games on the road.
Oh, all right. You keep 54% for the entire year, you've got something.
On the road, especially difficult.
Right. Lonnie, little 12-footer. He missed. Rebound out. Wally had a hand on it. Out of play. It'll be Laker ball.
That's just almost unheard of to maintain that kind of shooting on the road.
I'd like to be able to tell you the officials, apart by curly hair or some other significant, but they look a lot like each other. Steele, Magic on top of Hanslick. What's the call? It'll be a loose ball foul, I think, on Hanslick. Oh, Lenny off the bench, very hot. Jack Sikma looks over at Wally Rooney, and he says, I don't believe the call. There's Lenny. Take another look at this, Jim.
We'll see it again as Billy Hanslick dives. Well, I guess they figured that he kind of body blocked him.
Now, Magic called right back for an offensive foul.
Might that be a makeup?
My, oh my. Whistleville, 4-0. Sonics do not have a bucket in the first minute and a half. Between the two teams, they have what, Howard, 5 fouls already? 4. Jack Wally, left side of the key, 9-footer. Will not go. Sonics cold, and Wilkes with a rebound.
Last night, Seattle started out shooting from the floor 1 for 10, and I think they can ill afford to do that against Los Angeles.
Silk missed it. The 18-footer. Gus underneath for the nice rebound. He'll bring it down. Nice look away past Lonnie. Lonnie tried to go to Jack, and the Sonics lose it under their own backcourt. They really want to win this game and break up that Laker win streak. You have to play this team 6 times a year, 3 home, 3 away. They don't want that streak to get any higher than 10.
Well, they're not going to get out of the Pacific Division in the playoffs without beating the Lakers.
That's right.
So they might as well start now.
If they're going to win the division, they're going to have to split with the Lakers. Jack knocked it out, so Kareem will bring it in. Dixon works into Gus, comes out, now shoots. Hit it. Dixon, hot hand, 6-0. 9:39 to go, first quarter. 4 for Nixon. The other 2, of course, to Jabbar. Gus over Kareem. Gus, who's hitting 47% and is averaging 21.5 to lead the Sonics, gets that too. Wilkes off the glass. In and out. Walker, the rebound. Jack,
if he can maintain that kind of pace and shoot the ball like that, Kareem is going to have to come out, or he's going to have to just concede points.
And when he comes out, that opens it up underneath. So Wally, Lonnie, anybody will have somewhere to work inside. Yep. Should be what? Defensive foul call? It is. It comes against Jamal Wilkes, his first in the game, the UCLA graduate some 7 years ago. He picks up number 1, and the Sonics bring it the other way. Lakers lead by 2, 6-4.
But when Jack comes out like that, he's got to shoot because there's not many rebounders left underneath.
Kareem with a great block off Lonnie. Ball goes out of play. It'll be Sonic ball. The best way to identify the officials, that man you're looking at is Wally Rooney, number 16. Why they wear numbers so you can tell them apart. Gus. Lonnie, a nice play over Kupchak and goes to 2. Nice play by Lonnie Shelton. 6-6. It's a shame to see Magic get booed. First year in the league, everybody loved him, and now they think that he's trying to run the world with his $1 million a year salary. Gus to the bucket. No. Magic rebound. Got fouled by Lonnie. No call. Kareem laid it up a little short. Gets the rebound. Goes back up with it. I thought he traveled. But he gets the 2. It's 10-6. I really thought he traveled.
Well, I tell you what, the Lakers are really breaking, looking for the break when number 33 gets out in that lane and fills it like that.
Supposedly that's what calls West had his job. He loved to run and shoot, but he tried to set a pattern offense this year that you would go down, work the ball around, get a play set up, and they said Jerry Buss doesn't like that. He wants to see him run and shoot. And now Gus gets his second foul trying to play Magic to the outside, banged into him, and Bruce Alexander says, Gus, that's your second. Gus wondering to himself, wait a minute, I didn't come in that hard. I just bumped into him a little.
Well, off tonight's early indicators, that's going to be a foul.
Lakers by 4. 7:31 to go first quarter. Nixon and Gus, good matchup. Off the hook, Lonnie. Rebound. So I imagine Westhead will surface somewhere else. He gets paid for 2 full years, so he doesn't have to work. He doesn't want to. Get fouled. Wait a minute. What's the call? Offensive foul called on Hanslick. Lenny off the bench. That one I didn't believe. I made the call the other way. I apologize to you. That's the second foul on Hanslick.
Well, he thought that Bill came back into Kareem as Kareem went straight up.
Kareem now leans into Jack, gives to Wilkes, back to Jimmy. He lost it out of play. Then the Sonics will bring it the other way. 10-6 still the Lakers.
And that time, of course, when Kareem got the ball, there were a host of white-shirted Sonics around. I think that's what Lenny had in mind.
Last night against Utah, the Lakers held Utah to what, 5 points in the second quarter? Or, well, yeah, it was 5, wasn't it?
5 points in the second quarter, which is, of course, not many points.
Well, now that's a good statement. Who was the team you mentioned earlier that only got
Buffalo.
2?
No, Buffalo had 4 in 1972.
Nixon loses it out of bounds. The Sonics will call a timeout. So we have 6:39 to go in this first quarter of play at the Kingdome. The Lakers on top of the Sonics, 10-6. And now Jerry will not travel with the club on every game. He'll help Pat because of his great experience. But Riley, who was it? Nick, wasn't it Nick Moletti? Yeah, that used to own, I think, the Cleveland Club or something. Last year made the statement that Riley was the best assistant coach anywhere in basketball. Sorry, you were at Utah at that time, assistant.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I know it. He said that Pat Riley was the best assistant anywhere and should get a head coaching job, and now he has one.
That's Nick Moletti of Cleveland Browns fame also.
Yeah, in the old days, and I think he had something to do with the Indians at one time.
Right.
Gus Williams will bring it down. To the hoop. Big sweeping hook trying to get it over everybody, and Kupchak will take it down, take it the other way to Nixon. Uh-oh. He ran into Lonnie. What's that call? Blocking on Lonnie?
Well, that's not a good defensive position as Lonnie was showing his backside. We'll see it on a replay here as Kupchak outlets the ball to Nixon, and here Lonnie just kind of stops, and he was moving. Good call.
First team foul, fourth team foul, first personal against Lonnie Shelton. He has fouled out of a lot of games this year. Kupchak is the new big man in the middle, as you know. Gone, Spencer Haywood in Europe playing. Jimmy Jones gone as well.
Lenny Wilkins looking for a little quick offense right now as we see Freddie Brown.
Downtown gets 2, and it's 10-8.
Just shooting superb basketball the last 7 or 8 games for Seattle.
Magic says let him have one. He missed. Jack in good position. Gets it from Kareem. Full lead to Gus. He'll lay it up and in. Great pass, Jack Sickman.
Oh, that's 2 great rebounds and outlets for fast break hoops as Seattle now is up around the 35% mark for the quarter.
Kareem too far on the little sky hook. Jack flat-footed, couldn't get the rebound. And Wilkes, was it Wilkes?
Jamal
lays it in. 12-10. Lakers still by 2.
Finer gentleman you'll never meet than Jamal Wilkes.
Lonnie, he's going to play Kupchak to the bucket and gets it. Just gave Kupchak the little head fake and left him standing in his stocking feet, went in, got his 4th point. Tied up. 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Nixon, 19-footer. No, Jack. Had Gus, but Nixon was too close to him, so he gives it to Fred. Great pass, Lonnie.
Lonnie Shelton continuing his torrid pace from the assist category this year with a beautiful feed to Wally Walker inside. The Dipper
Just laid it over the lip. What's Jack going to do about it? It's too high for him to bat it away. 14-14. Jabbar now with 6.
Guess not let him have the ball that low, but I tell you that it's a difficult situation once he gets it in that deep.
Lonnie, 6 points. Sonics take a 2-point lead, their biggest.
4 straight hoops for Seattle without a miss.
Kareem, a little short that time. Wally bats it out, goes out of play. Should be purple ball, and that's the Lakers. Now here's Michael Cooper. We heard that he probably wouldn't play that much tonight because he was hurting. He's got a big elastic bandage around his left thigh. He'll come in for Magic. So Michael Cooper is going to play, averaging 12 points a game out of New Mexico 3 years ago. Kareem went into Jack. What's the call?
Oh, he's going to continue that shot.
Well, Jack picks up his first foul. That's the 5th team foul. That sends Jabbar to the line. Landsberger into the game for the Lakers. So they'll go with Jabbar, Landsberger, Wilkes, and then outside Cooper will play with Nixon.
Looking at Michael Cooper, many of the press here with Los Angeles accompanying the team say that he's been playing the most consistent basketball of the season for the team.
Well, Kareem gets it. It's now a 17-16 game, a 3-point play at that end of the floor. And the Lakers lead again by 1. This club also has Jim Brewer, the veteran. Fred Brown's got 4.
2 for 2.
They have Eddie Jordan, of course. Kevin McKenna, the rookie out of Creighton. Kurt Rambis, the rookie out of Santa Clara. And Mike McGee, the rookie out of Michigan. 12-man roster for the Lakers. Kareem, once, twice. Jack takes it off. Wait a minute. On the cylinder, what happened? They
Offensive goaltending.
Offensive. All right. No basket. It never went through the hoop. But you cannot interfere with it once it gets around that cylinder up top. In other words, if you would take just a magical line right straight up from the hoop, you can't dip inside of that to get the ball on offense or defense.
Right now, Seattle trying to get the ball to Fred Brown, who carries a hot hand.
Jack, 6-footer, made it.
Freddie, double team. Got it wisely inside to Jack Sikma for his 4th point.
Sonics' biggest lead of 3. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Nixon playing through Wally. A little double clutch underneath off the glass, lays it in. Nixon has 6. Gus in traffic off the glass. No, Wally, nice rebound. Went up Kareem, I think, got him on the arm. He's going to call it on Wilkes. I saw Kareem. You can take another look at it if we have it. Yeah, we'll do that when we come back. 2:48 to go in the first quarter at the Kingdome. The Sonics had a 3-point lead a moment ago. Right now, they lead by 1.
To help a beautiful Japanese woman find her kidnapped American husband, tomorrow night, Magnum's search for the wealthy American leads him down a trail of deception and lethal Oriental rituals. Magnum P.I. Tomorrow night at 8 here on Cairo TV.
Cooper, Landsberger, Nixon, Jabbar, and Wilkes come out for Pat Riley. And the Sonics, only the Fred Brown change for Hendlick.
Michael Cooper played for the same high school basketball coach that yours truly did. Pasadena High School, a fellow by the name of George Terzian.
Walker shooting 2.
A note of interest.
You might like that, but don't fall over backwards.
No,
it's not that astounding.
Also his 3rd round pick, what, 78?
Yes.
Wally makes it 21-19. He has 3 points, looking for his 4th. Jack tipped it high in the air. Wally gets it back. It's like Dixon went under him. No call, Lonnie. 23-19. Sonics' biggest lead of 4. And Lonnie Shelton has 8.
Shelton shooting right at 50%. Has yet to miss tonight.
Lonnie knocks it away from Landsberger. He's going to take it the length of the floor and just lay it in.
And I guarantee you he won't miss that one. And a foul is called.
What did Landsberger do? Now, Pat Riley's off the bench, and I don't blame him. What did he do to Lonnie? Take another look at this.
We'll watch it. He says he pushed him or put his hand on his hip. Try to watch if Landsberger reaches out and tries to touch. There it is right there. That's a foul. That could hurt somebody. You put a guy up in the air like that, he's at his mercy of whatever. You give him a little push, and that could throw him off.
James Donaldson in for Jack. Lonnie has 11, and the Sonic 7-point lead, 26-19.
Reminiscent of the first meeting where Seattle went out big by 17.
That's right. And they ended up losing it by 3. What was it, 106, 103? That was only the 3rd game of the year, though. Sonics were still introducing themselves to each other. Wally, 1st and 10 under the Laker basket jump ball. Wally in a pile-up. Everybody had him on the floor pinned down, and he'll have to go up against Kareem.
Wally, of course, had an outstanding game against Los Angeles the first time around. Scoring 15 points.
Sonics can't control. Nixon finally gets it on the bat away a couple of times.
Yeah, that crowd, Wayne, has been awfully live tonight.
They have. Good to see, too. Nixon gets the bucket, 26-21 now. Sonics by 5. Lonnie going to go on Landsberger. He blocked him out.
That's a mismatch in quickness.
It is. Wally Rooney makes the call. The Sonics Friday night will be in Kansas City, and then Saturday night to Atlanta, and then Tuesday night to Houston, and then I'll pick them up again to work with Jim on Wednesday night at San Antonio. So they got a busy schedule.
Look out, Texas.
Friday night, December the 4th at Kansas City, the next Supersonic game. Lonnie gets it. The Lakers go to, I think, to Denver, don't they? And play there tomorrow night. That's tough. Utah to Seattle to Denver in 3 straight nights, or to LA to Seattle to Denver in 3 straight nights. 27-21 now. Lonnie with 12.
Seattle doing an awful lot of switching inside, and now we see Gus Williams guarding Michael Cooper.
Yeah. Yeah, shot from the corner. You'd have to do something. Donaldson, nice lead to Gus. They have to Fred. No bucket. They just couldn't get it to go in. They throw it away. The Lakers give it away. They'll try it again to Gus. See what he can do this time. Up and under.
And listen to that crowd.
Look at the Lakers dance right back down to the other end. Nixon, no. Landsberger, yes. Well, the Lakers just don't let you get the advantage of having the crowd cheer for you very long, do they?
No, no, no. They say that Chick Curran, the same gentleman you were speaking of earlier, says that under Pat Riley, they don't stay in one place too long.
No gum on their shoes. Wally Walker, James Donaldson. Fred Brown, you know, being guarded by Michael Cooper.
A lot of hand checking out there right now.
Not allowed. Gus shoots off the heel. No good. Cooper to Magic. They need 12 guys the way they run. 22 seconds, the end of the quarter. Riley off the bench says something to Magic. Probably. Take your time. Run the clock.
There's those boos again. Magic says he loves it.
No, he doesn't.
He says he does.
You know he doesn't like to be booed. It's going to be Laker ball. Said Lonnie knocked it out. So the Lakers will have 4 seconds to do something here at the end of the quarter. You've got to know Magic Johnson does not like to be booed.
Well, I only say that, but it just makes him play harder.
Nixon. It's in the air. Oh. At the end of the quarter, Norm Nixon gets his 12th point. And the Lakers, who were down a couple of minutes ago by 1-7, come jumping back down only 2. We're at the end of the first quarter at the Kingdome. The Lakers and the Sonics. At the moment, the Sonics have a 2-point lead. There's part of them.
See the leading
Backed in together.
See the leading scorers on the board. Nixon 12 points for Los Angeles, and Lonnie Shelton 12 points for Seattle.
Donaldson, Brains, Shelton, Armand Hill, and Fred Brown will start this quarter. Fred.
6 points for Fred, 3 for 3.
Kupchak will play the center with Landsberger, and it's going to be Magic up front. Nixon and Cooper will run the guards. Magic shifting from guard to forward. Kupchak got a great contract. He says he couldn't be happier. Going from the Bullets, who weren't going anywhere, to the Lakers, who may be championship material. You got to think he's happy about that move.
There's no question about that. Playing alongside, having a chance of playing his career alongside of a guy like Kareem. What a special thrill.
Sonics by 4. Donaldson looking around for help. Let's go to somebody. Goes to Brains. Off the glass. No, won't go. Kupchak quickly outlet to Cooper. Look out, Armand. Won't go in, but a foul on Armand Hill down the floor. First foul on Armand, and of course the first team foul in the quarter. We're only 54 seconds deep in the second quarter.
I think what this forces Seattle to do, as we see Mike McGee, the Michigan All-American, check in, is with Los Angeles running so much, it's going to force Seattle, of course, to up-tempo their game, and I think that's going to be beneficial to Seattle.
Cooper at the line shoots 78% from the foul line, averages right at 12 a game in a reserve role. He's basically number 6 off the bench, as the Fred Brown role would be. Donaldson had the rebound, lost it out of his hands. Cooper to the bucket. Won't go! Landsberger, though, lays it in.
Mr. Opportunity hangs around and collects the things nobody else wants.
Yep, 31-30 now. Sonics by 1. Danny Brains had a nice night against Chicago in the Sonics' 8th win last night. Nice pass. Big James made the rim.
Oh!
Now what?
3-point play opportunity as Mitch Kupchak's going to pick up his first foul.
Take another look. Watch 41.
No mistaken. He had a couple of dunks last night that he, well, as Bill Hanslick described them, they were fall-away dunks.
Fall away. James, you see, shoots only 50% from the foul line. He tries hard to get that percentage to go up, but there he misses another one. 33-30, Sonics by 3. Cooper underneath. Dances past Donaldson, and he double-dribbled the ball. Again, Bruce Alexander makes that call. Portland knocked off Kansas City tonight, 112 to 107. So the Lakers, if they win this game, would be in the same position they were a few minutes ago when we started it all, because Portland won their game tonight.
Mike McGee didn't get much action during Coach Westhead's tenure early in the season, but Pat Riley's giving him a little bit more playing time and feels that he could be a good player.
McGee gets the hand check call, so the Sonics take it over, still with a 3-point lead. Donaldson will have Sigma at forward with him now, with Brains. See what Jack wants to do. Gets it to Brains, but in a sloppy play. Boy, the Lakers are all over on defense. Jack harassed, but still makes it.
In that first quarter, Seattle shot 50% to 44% for Los Angeles. Los Angeles out-rebounding Seattle 14 to 11.
Magic and Cooper. Fred Brown plays off of him a bit, gives Cooper the shot if he wants it. They're trying to double team Magic. He lays it up left-handed over the lip and in. And Lenny Wilkins comes off and says, hey, didn't Magic put out an elbow or an arm going to the bucket that time? And
just as quickly, Wally says, no, Mr. Wilkins, sit down, please.
Yes, sit down and use the seat you paid for. Armand Hill to the bucket. Nice driving layup. And again, Lenny yells out, didn't my man get fouled? Magic tap dancing with the ball in and out. Penetrating, comes back out. Gets through when he has the ball. Sonic fans will be on him a bit. Check. Missed it. His eye is not good tonight. Landsberger and Sigma. The two toe-heads battle. Landsberger gets it, tries to shoot. Jack held him down. Traveling call. It looked like Jack was on the ball, so I wasn't afraid he was going to get a foul. It was simply a traveling call on Landsberger. He talks to Jack as they walk down the field. Mark's losing a little hair on top there, too. Just letting it grow long to cover a little bare skin that's starting to show. Brains, Armand Hill. He'll pump and shoot. Nope. Jack gets it back. Nice play under the James.
All right, that's 2 for James. Nice hustle play by Jack Sigma, picking up the loose ball.
Foul on the Sonics, though, coming down the floor to cut the glory short. Armand Hill got on an arm. That'll be his second personal foul and the second team foul.
See Lenny Lou use 4 guards here early in this game.
Radford, of course, available. And the Lakers simply lose it. And Kupchak says, are you kidding me? Somebody knocked it out of my hand. He goes the other way with it. Turnovers for the Lakers, 10. For the Sonics, only 3. That's the way to play the game. Once you get a hold of the ball, keep it. So you score with it.
Yeah. Can't keep it too long there, my boy.
24 seconds. Better give it away with 15 to go, right? Jack, 19-footer. Cooper has it, Karam in his hands. Sonics by 7, 8:16 to go in the half. Crowd on Magic. We think it'll help. Donaldson with the rebound. That helps. Nixon on top of Armand Hill. No call. Downtown goes a little closer to get it. And Riley says timeout. Yep. Pat Riley saw this game very tight a minute ago. And amazing. The Lakers fall behind, but they normally do. And they have in most of the 10 straight games they've beaten the Sonics. 7:57 to go in the first half. The Sonics are up by 9.
Colleen Morgan will introduce you to a man who smells for a living. He inspects fish by their aroma and gets ahead in his job by a nose. That's tomorrow night at 6:30 on PM Magazine here on Cairo TV.
Kansas City, the Blazers 112, the Kings.
Shooting percentages thus far in the second quarter. Seattle very hot, 67%, 6 for 9. Los Angeles 2 for 6. But out-rebounding, continuing to widen that margin. Rebounding now 21 to 14.
Sonics with 5 players in double figures. The Lakers sport 6 players in double figures, including this man, Magic Johnson, who's getting booed. Kareem back in there now to try and break up the Sonics scheme. Gets fouled.
Little help from Danny Brains. Of course, Danny got a wrist, and it's sort of kind of deja vu. A young man that I had the opportunity to work with for the past 4 years, fouling a gentleman who tattooed me for 57 the first game he played in a UCLA varsity uniform. I know how you feel, Danny.
Kareem at the line sinks this one. Jabbar for being one of the great players of all time in the league, is still a pretty good foul shooter. He gets 3 out of 4. He shoots right at 75%.
Oh, yeah, he's a 75% shooter when he came out of Power Memorial. I just marvel at his ability.
Great all-around player. Former Lou Alcindor, now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And a gentleman.
I want to know later on. I know what his name stands for, by the way. Fred Brown.
I tell you what, is it going right? I think Fred brought that basket with him from home.
I do too. 10 points for Fred. 43-34. Sonics by 9. 7:18 to go, first half. Not really getting on Magic. They think it'll help. Bad pass. Little tip away. Brown will bring it down. Probably slow up. Goes to Jack at the foul line. 45-34. 8 points for Jack as the Sonics are really breaking down the Laker running game, and the Sonics are running even more than the Lakers. Bad pass. Maybe they're getting the Magic. Cranes couldn't hang on. It goes out of play. Danny Dents is around the crowd, and Norm Nixon will come in.
Freddie had about 2 inches to get that ball in as Magic was hustling back.
Landsberger out. Isn't that a shame? Magic Johnson with that big smile 2 years ago captivated this league. Everybody loved him. And now these bad reports out of L.A. on the changing of the coach and everything, and people just don't like it. Kareem, nice little skyhook. 45-36. I think one thing the fans resent is the $1 million a year for 25 years. I think Jerry Buss, if he was going to set up a contract like that, should have kept all that to himself. I really do. Well, Sigma, 8-foot fall away. Got it.
I subscribe that if they're going to pay it, I don't think that Magic had a gun to his head. I mean, Jerry Buss didn't have a gun to his head.
Cooper goes right down and gets the 2 back that Jack got. Cooper with 3 now. 47-38. Sonics still by 9. Lenny off the bench looking at. He's talking to Fred, giving him an idea for something he wants. Lonnie Shelton may go back in shortly. Jack fronts it. Nice pass. Armand, can he get it up? No. They say they took it away from him. Magic. Oh, do they want? Look at this. Cooper off of Magic. And I think Lenny may take time out right here. Take another look at this nice pass play.
It's a great dunk by Michael Cooper, one of the all-time great dunkers, believe me.
That wasn't the best part of the play, though. The passing that involved into that bucket was the best. 5:35 to go, first half at the Kingdome on a Wednesday night. The Supersonics, they have led by a few more, but right now they lead by 7. And we've got a pretty good ball game. The Sonics, when they lost that 3rd game of the year, 106-103, had some big leads going. And the Lakers in that 4th quarter just simply bore in. They simply ran the ball as fast as they could go. The Sonics weren't playing together as a solid unit, and they came back to win it by 3, though the Sonics led most of the game. And now the Sonics have a 7-point lead deep here in the 2nd quarter. They would like to maintain that 7 or go to maybe 9 or 11 by halftime. That would be the object of doing that, and of course getting the big lead to keep it by the time you get to the halftime.
Of course, they didn't score the last 5.5 minutes of that game.
That's right. Hill, no. Easy layup, and he could not get it to go off the glass, and Magic fires to Nixon. He fires and missed. Lonnie immediately turns, looks for the outlet, has nobody, shuffles it to Armand, lets him set it up.
That's the key to Seattle's successful fast breaks is immediately look down court, because number 1 is going to be somewhere down.
And they pass that football pass in practice. They'll do it 8 or 10 times each one of them. Illegal defense called against the Lakers. And that, of course, is zone. They call it illegal defense.
Of course, off your man in the key for longer than 2.9 seconds.
Yep. Second time it is called. It is a technical foul, and they get a shot. But the coach used to get thrown out. That doesn't happen anymore. You can get 15 of them now. Illegal defense, and the coach still will stay on the bench. I thought that was silly to throw him out anyway for that. Gus. Raines, look out. Fred Eagle, that plays it in. Whoa, Danny all over the place.
I'll tell you, Jamal was kind of smiling going down the court. That was a nice play off a missed Gus Williams field goal attempt.
And he looked like a guy jumping out of an airplane with a parachute there, just free falling, coming down with a basketball. Kareem leans into Jack. Holds that ball, one hand goes up with it. No. Jack won the pass, but he had Lonnie. Now Hanslick. They'll let Jack take the 19-footer with an air ball. Gus lays it in.
I think it was a pass. Can we give him the benefit of the doubt?
All right. right, give him a pass.
All right, nice pass, Jack. Nice pass.
51-40, Sonics by 11. That's what they want to do, keep that lead. Nixon dances, no bucket. And a foul is going to call on Gus before the shot.
Foul committed
Gave the hip.
Williams for holding his third.
Gus doesn't like to look at it, but we will.
14 fouls for
Right there, yeah, he did grab it a little bit. The reason I say I thought it was a pass is that Jack just hit 2 in a row from there. Jack just hit 2 in a row from there, and he was well below the trajectory needed to get the ball to the basket.
Nixon, tipped by Jabbar. Pass comes under. Wilkes can't get it to go in. Again, Magic gets it back. The second time off the same type of play. Nixon, Jabbar, Lonnie's there, batted away, go over the line. Yes, Sonics knocked it out. It will be the Laker ball. Fred Brown back into the ball game for the Sonics. He'll come in for Gus. 51-40, Sonics by 11, 3:36 to go. First half, Kupchak back in for the Lakers.
Fred Brown has 10 points, brings that back out onto the court, and Gus leaves with 8.
Kupchak didn't score at all. Had a couple of shots, couldn't get him to go in. Nixon will take it. They really don't want to depend on that shot. He's grand with it tonight. He's got 14 points, does Norm Nixon. But I mean, you depend on that 18-19 footer from the corner, and you're going to live with it and die with it. He averages 16 a game. He's almost there already. Jackal front over Kareem. It's no good. And Cooper takes it the other way.
That's the problem we spoke of earlier. When Jack shoots from that far out, there's not much rebounding strength inside.
Kareem misses. Kupchak just accidentally has it batted to him. He goes up underneath, can't get it. Cooper brings it out of the traffic jam. Kareem traveled. Yep. He did the shuffle off the Buffalo step and got called for it, and then fired it behind his back, and had it not on one hop gone right to the referee, he might have been called for a technical. But luckily, when he just like threw it away, it bounced right to the referee. Fred Brown.
12 points for Fred. He has yet to miss a field goal.
53-42.
You can see just a little tint of flame coming from Fred's hand.
Kareem goes up, but something was called early. Uh-oh. Foul is called on Jack. That'll be his second personal foul, and that'll put Kareem at the line.
Meaning, of course, that Fred Brown is red hot. Let's watch the foul as Kareem goes to the basket. Tries to go to the basket.
Yeah, he's giving a little bit of stomach. He's just banging his stomach into the back of Kareem, and Kareem misses, and the crowd likes it. The former Cougar James Donaldson into the game for Danny Brains. It's going to be fun on that Holiday Bowl. What, a week from Friday night when the Cougars play the Cougars. BYU
from the WAC, Western Athletic Conference,
against Washington State's Cougars. Kareem makes the second of 2. It's 53-43. I'll tell you, you convince me the Sonics are going to win with ease. They'd have to bury the Lakers by 25 or 30. The Lakers are a great come-from-behind team.
It wouldn't be worth it then. You want a tough game, but still a Seattle win, right?
Uh-oh. Batted away by Cooper. Did he save it? Stepped out of bounds. Bruce Alexander looked across, but Lenny thinks he missed a foul. Lenny's hot about it. Magic comes back on the court for Cooper. Magic may take some of this booing all around the league.
Well, unfortunately, he will. And his thoughts, of course, are his. And he felt them and he said them, but the timing was not particularly good.
Fred Brown.
Tell me he's not flaming hot.
Incredible shot. He was watching the clock the whole time, and a little swing hook, a shot he normally wouldn't take, but he had to get it to the bucket, and he didn't have time to stop and shoot. He's got 14. Kareem won't go. Foul called underneath. Might beat Donaldson. It is. James with the personal foul. First personal foul. It's 55-43. Sonics by 12, but Jabbar goes back to the line.
Kareem has been to the free throw line now several times the last few minutes. Seattle using up an awful lot of fouls defending him.
5 out of 6 from the line tonight. Kareem goes there a lot. He's 7 out of about 132 for the year. Hanslick back in the game, gets the rebound. Sonics up by 11. We have 1:42 to go, first half. Hanslick won't shoot from there, like I said. Well, he missed it, but he did shoot from there.
Coach Cody,
thank you very much. Nixon, nice pass, Kupchak. Did he get his first two? No, batted away. Donaldson, good block. Jack fights and gets it back. Sonics really inspired tonight. They want to beat this team. Kareem knocks it away. Ooh, Kareem got a sock of the jaw, but Nixon gets the ball back. Caught an elbow as he was looking the other way. Nice pass. Wilkes underneath. Donaldson just intimidated him out of that shot. Just by being there, Nixon gets it back. Look at this. Holy cow, Wilkes fun. Look at the smile on Keith's face. He says, I can't believe the way that ball came to me. 55-46. You have to play this game in slow motion to keep up.
I'm getting tired.
Really?
Watching.
I am tired watching this too. Brown, Sheldon. Nope. Kupchak, nice rebound over Hanslick. He's got about 4 inches on him. Kareem slow coming down, so they're playing 5-on-4. Kupchak, he finally hits. That saved Kareem the walk. Kupchak's first two of the night. 55-48. Lakers coming back. They're only down by 7. We may have a 20-second timeout called by Seattle. We do. 20-second timeout called. You see 28 seconds left in the half. Interesting ball game. Well, I'll tell you something. You can't pass the ball very much faster than that.
No, that's truly keeping the ball off the floor. You're much faster, and they've been winging that ball around the court tonight.
All right. Let me check with our producer, director John Barry. John, do we have that pass, those series of passes? Can we take a look at that? All right. He tells us, yeah, we've got it. Just a second.
Hey, no
we'll
problem.
For you. Aren't they good people?
JB will do it.
We got a hot truck and hot people shooting the game, I'll tell you. Take another look, Jim.
We'll watch it here. I'll just let it play because I don't think I could describe it. Bang.
Yep.
Interception. Here
Nixon.
we come.
Watch this now. Comes in, looks, shovels, giveaway. Wilkes standing there ready to accept it, though, and watch the big smile on his face after it goes in. Bill Stewart's good work on that. Working our slow-mo machine tonight. Now the Sonics will hold for the last shot at halftime. See what they plan out here. Sikma going to take a 9-footer. Nope. Jabbar with a tip away. How much time? 7 seconds. Lakers should get a shot. They go to half court. They'll go to Magic. 2 seconds. Oh, he passed it. Wilkes shoots. It won't count, I believe. No, it would not count. No basket. It did not count. That extra pass got him. Magic smiles at Wilkes. He says, I guess I shouldn't have given it to you. And he's right. Magic should have probably taken it himself. So the Sonics fans lively in this first half. And they've helped the Sonics to a lead. It's 55-48 Sonics at half. Not seen any action lately for the Supersonics. Both of the new forwards, Greg Kelser and also Ray Tolbert. We'll see if Lenny elects to use them. I'm sure the flow and ebb of the game will tell you whether he will or not. Lonnie, opening shot of the second half, goes in.
That might that be an omen for this evening's activities as he...
Omen you're looking for, huh? Jack all over Kareem, lobs it back out to Magic. He'll try and set it up now. Like Hanslick caught a little bit of an elbow or just got away from a glancing elbow. Wilkes is smiling at Wally. They're having a little battle, and Wally may have shoved him. Illegal defense on the white. Well, they call one a game on each side and leaving it up, I guess. But apparently they slopped over and didn't cover the man with the ball enough and got another guy double teamed. And so illegal defense called. Now each team has one.
Seattle's bench outscoring Los Angeles' bench in the first half 22-9.
Kareem missed the big hook. Wally gets the rebound. Kupchak finally gives it to Wally, gets it back. Missed it. Wally, nice tip out. Delani, bad pass, and the Lakers take it away.
Good idea. Jack was inside.
They want Kupchak to go to the bucket a little more. Sure they would. He only had 2 points in the first half. 57-50. Sonics by 7.
1 for 6 with 5 rebounds. The line on Mitch in the first half.
Kupchak acquired for the Lakers in August from the Bullets for Jim Jones and Brad Holland, and an 82 number 2 pick and an 83 number 1 pick. Some people say they gave up too much for Mitch Kupchak.
I was on Hanslick pushing.
Well, it remains to be seen, I guess, whether he can,
First team.
as Billy Hanslick picks up his 3rd foul, whether Mitch Kupchak can go the entire season without an injury. But certainly, he's one of the best power forwards in the business when he is healthy.
Prone to injuries. One of the LA writers described him as a carefree, Huckleberry Finn type of person. Mitch Kupchak.
Interesting article in a recent Sports Illustrated on it.
Kareem bumping into Jack. Hanslick was knocked down. Kareem accidentally gets it back. Gus put a hand in, couldn't get it away. Magic cross court. Wilkes. Silk Wilkes, 57-52. Sonics by 5.
It's only Jamal's 6th point of the evening. Quiet, but I guarantee you before it's over, he's going to have his.
Lonnie will try it. Missed it. Nixon. Looks all around, tries to get peripheral vision, goes up, missed the shot, and Wally up among the purple shirts, gets the rebound. Plenty of time, third quarter, 9:36 to go. Sonics take off on a road trip. Kansas City. Atlanta, then into Texas. Gus still fighting Magic. Look at these two go after it. Gus finally gets it away. Jack, three-pointer. No basket. Kupchak. Uh-oh, 2-on-1 with Jabbar there. Oh, Silk Wilkes off the glass. 57-54. Lakers coming back, and the Sonics say, up. Let's stop this right now. Take a little timeout. I think Lakers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight points. 9:08 to go, third quarter. And the Sonics lead has dipped a little bit now. They're up on the Lakers by only 3. Who is that woman?
Run a double this time. Come back. Let's run a fist. Let's come back with a CF. Come on, let's go. Make it happen.
Pat Riley, who we told you earlier in the first half was confirmed as the coach for the rest of the year for the Lakers. Not using a lot of his bench. Brewer, the old Minnesota veteran, who has played very sparingly in the first 18 ball games for the Lakers. Eddie Jordan normally plays by now. McKenna, the rookie out of Creighton, they like. Kurt Rambis out of Santa Clara. And Mike McGee, the rookie out of Michigan, usually see some time. They have not. McGee just for moments. Fred Brown. Sickman, he's going to take the ball away. Gets it. 59-54.
Jack picks up point number 12.
Magic getting booed when he gets the ball because of the, well, all the words that have been said. Nixon in, gets the bucket, and take your choice. Jack or Gus fouled him. It was Gus. Oh, my. So he gets the bucket, and he'll go to the line for one more. Gus with his 4th personal foul, and that turns out to be 1-2 team fouls on the Sonics in the second or third period. The Lakers are yet to have one, and Mr. Nixon gets a 3-point play out of it. Norm has 17, and that's one above his average of 16. And now the Lakers are down by only 2. This is their pattern. They've fallen behind in most of those 10 straight that they've won from the Sonics, and then they come back. Jack struggles with the ball. Well, Kareem is there, and Lenny very hot about that call. Kareem basically was there, and Lenny felt that he moved into Jack for a foul, and yet the call was simply traveling. And now Lenny is chirping at Wally Rooney. Nixon and Gus, classic battle of tiny guards and super players. Uh-oh, it's going to be offensive goaltending, or defensive. Technical foul. Uh-oh, not yet. It's a warning. Wally Rooney looks at Lenny, and he says, that is a warning to you, Mr. Wilkins. He started to look at him, and I thought he was going to bring his other hand up and say technical. No technical call. The basket counts. Goaltending called against Jack Sikma, and it's all tied at 59. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in the last couple of minutes with the Sonics.
Big possession here.
Yep.
Seattle able to.
Nixon fouls Gus. They got the illegal call on defense. They get a goaltending call. They get a warning for a technical, which doesn't cost you anything.
But it certainly sets a tone for, hey, I better not say much more.
Yeah. Or I'm in the locker room on the second one. Gus can't get it. Jack has it underneath. Goes back up. He's going to go. No basket, Bruce Alexander says. No basket. Foul is on Kareem. His second, and also the second team foul, but no bucket. So instead of getting the 2 and maybe one more, they get the ball out of bounds. Not a very good trade.
No, Jack had excellent position.
Gus will force from that side. Wally gets it. No basket called. None occurred. And a loose ball foul on who? Wally for pushing. And now Wally wants to come down and talk to Bruce Alexander. He says, hey, come over here a minute. Alexander, of course, does not. Well, the Lakers now with a chance to go to head, and they led in the game early by, what, 6? Sonics led once by 12. Oh, is he pesky? Norm Nixon plays so well against the Sonics for some reason.
He blistered us last time in Seattle.
19 points. Armand Hill will come in to try and tone him down. Lonnie to the bucket. Who stops him? 61 all. Nixon, short. Kareem. Missed it. Nixon gets it back. Went to Kareem. In and out. Battle underneath. We see a jump ball. What do we see? We see a foul on Wally Walker. After all that.
It's Wally's second foul as Los Angeles, and Kareem kept the ball alive long enough to pick up that foul, the 4th team foul in Seattle in the 3rd quarter.
So it's still on the Lakers' end of the court. Kareem's going to shoot from outside, missed it, and Jack gets the rebound as it's tied at 61. Seaford across the timeline into the corner.
First miss of the evening, 7 for 8 from the floor.
Johnson in the center, back to Nixon. Kareem slow coming down, so the Lakers are playing 4 against 5. Kupchak behind the back, no. Batted away, what underneath? Loose ball foul. All right, this one finally called against Kupchak as he backed in. The veteran out of North Carolina, been in the wars of the NBA for 5 years, averaging 16 points a game. Gets his 2nd personal foul and the 3rd team foul against the Lakers. Gives you about all the information I can work in on.
Olympian, you're right. 1976 in Montreal.
I believe Mr. Tom LaGuardia was on that club, wasn't he, as well? Jack Sickman.
Now that's an important basket because that puts Seattle back on top after being ahead most of this game.
Kareem ties it all up, and Lenny cannot stand the fact that Kareem simply leaned in and put an elbow to Jack to get the bucket. And he did. No call. Fred Brown swinging 17-footer, and he hits.
16 points for Fred.
Sonics by 2. Landsberger off the bench to come back in for the Lakers.
That's going to keep up for a while, I guess.
Yeah, the booing of Magic Johnson, something I would have never believed 2 years ago. Well, I think Wally's going to get another one. He is. Wally Walker with his hands on his hips says, "Why are they picking on me?
Why's everybody always picking on me?"
65-63.
Terrible.
It is. You don't sing too bad, but you don't sing too good either, do you? Wilkes at the line. He's got 10. Averages 18 a game. I fibbed. Actually 17.9. Shoots 48 from the floor. Nice percentage.
Johnny Wooden was asked, as you see his free throw percentage flashed on the screen, Johnny Wooden was asked when he was a player at UCLA, why did you change his shooting style? It's not really the most...
Yeah.
But he said, hey, 2 things. He gets it off and he makes a high percentage of them, and that's been a key to Jamal. He's an excellent, excellent shooter.
5:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Tied at 65. Wally Walker, no. Magic for the rebound. We got a 3-on-3 break. Keith or Jamal Wilkes. Jumper? No. Cooper wanted to go back up with the rebound and didn't. Very smart and instantaneously thought that up.
A fist is getting into the big guy.
You're right. He hooks it, missed it. Cooper with the rebound. Armand Hill goes down looking at 1-on-2, and he's going to slow it up. Red Brown. Wally. Wally gets the rebound.
Good play.
He gets fouled, so it comes back for Wally.
Staying with it. Los Angeles, of course, looking for the offensive foul. As we see it here again, Armand pulls it back out. Wisely gives it to Fred Brown. Nice pass to Wally. Keeps after it, and a nice reverse.
Landsberger fouls him. Wally goes to the line with a chance to give the Sonics a 3-point lead, and does. 68-65. 6 points for Wally Walker.
Some good indications right now as Seattle beats back Los Angeles on a couple of occasions this quarter.
Ronald Front Johnson, Armand Hill will take Michael Cooper on. And Kareem takes the bucket. Boy, is he tough. Second leading all-time ever scorer in the NBA, 27,000 plus. And he's got to catch Wilt now, who had, what, 31?
Well, if he averages 25 per game for, I think, the next 4 years, he'll have it.
Sigma couldn't get it in. Taps it in. Basket counts. And Bruce Alexander says somebody fouled Jack on the way to the bucket. It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
16 points for Jack. And Seattle looking for their second three-point play in a row. Nice left hand, commenting last night that Jack certainly has developed an exquisite left hand. Taps it in.
Makes the extra point. 71-67, Sonics by 4.
Guarantee you we might see that fist in the air again.
Pat Riley talking to Magic as he runs by, so apparently he's listening to Riley still. Kareem. Yeah, why not give it to him? What are you going to do about it?
Jack's working hard at it. You know, Jack's not, he's just not standing back there. But boy, I tell you, when you give him the ball that deep in the back, you give it to him anywhere, and it's trouble.
Armand Hill at the other guard spot. He's basically a defensive player. He's not going to try and get a lot of points for him. Wally will try the 8-footer. Out of bounds. Lonnie knocked it out. It'll be Laker ball. They trail by 2.
Seattle standing around just a bit there, not getting much motion in their half-court offense. Ended up with a pressured shot.
Sonics on the road to open a 4-game trip at Kansas City, then Atlanta, then Houston, and then San Antonio. Kareem may or may not look for help. Goes one way. Jack's there on him. Shoots it off the glass. It won't go. Armand Hill. Good basketball game. Notice how the Lakers set the style of play, and the Sonics are right there with them. Pace for pace, the Sonics are playing speedball as well.
Seattle's game is an wide open game. They're good at that.
Wally threw it away. Timeout, Los Angeles. They call it with 2:43 to go. Third quarter at the Kingdome. Nice to have you with us tonight. Hope you enjoy it. The Supersonics 71, the Lakers 69. Looking at the Lakers, there's Jerry West in the blue jacket with a white sweater talking to Magic for a minute. As the rest of the Lakers go back to the bench.
In this third quarter, Seattle shooting 7 for 19, 37%. They've tailed off a bit from that 50+% shooting in the first half. Los Angeles down to 33%, 6 for 18. But most of those 6 hoops, in fact 3 of them, have come off the fingertips of number 33.
Shoreline High School Band.
George Tolles tells the crowd, as I will you again, the Shoreline High School Band performing tonight. Doing a nice job in the background. About 50 strong. I was down watching them play a number before the game. All right, here we go. Back and ready. 2:41 to go. Third quarter. Sonics by 2. They've led by 12. Lakers have led by 6. M. Johnson. Actually, E. Johnson. He's got 6 points. The crowd didn't boo too much, and it's 71 all.
Kareem is off the floor, and if Seattle's going to make a little hay, they ought to do it now.
Take some hay while Kareem don't shine. Jack Sigma. No, in and out. Kupchak playing the center now. He gets that rebound. Magic comes down, chirping to somebody, wearing that goatee and mustache.
Sometimes the opposite happens, though. When you see Kareem go to the bench, you unconsciously let up a little bit. And the Los Angeles Lakers, on the other hand, get really red hot and stoked up.
Ball went up over the top of the backboard, even though it didn't touch anything up there. Like microphone, red light, 24-second clock, any of those assorted things that are up there in back of the rim. And it's given to the Sonics. Armand Hill will handle it. He and Fred Brown at the guards. Jack, Wally, and Lonnie across the front. People that have just moved here from Indiana or Florida say Jack, Wally, and Lonnie who? That's
Lonnie Shelton.
Right you are.
One of the finest power forwards in this 1981-82 season.
18 points for Lonnie Shelton. Sonics by 2. Lenny's going to get Jack out of there in a moment. There's Magic. Oof. And it was. Magic Johnson picks up his 8th point. He's averaging 16.5 points a game. Had a high game of 27 earlier in the year.
The last 2 times down the court, we've seen Magic go to his left and shoot that little 20-footer successfully both times.
Johnson's a little taller than he looks. He's 6'9", and the interesting thing, he's averaging about 10 rebounds a game.
And 10 assists.
That's not bad, is it?
Seattle standing a bit.
Of course, as we said, he gets a lot of those assists in L.A. with their friendly scorekeepers. Sikma 2, 75-73. Jack has 19.
I tell you, however they score him, wherever he goes, that sucker can pass the ball.
Yes, he can.
He's a beauty to watch.
That's Michael Cooper. Supposed to be injured tonight. He has that elastic band on his left thigh, but he's still here and playing. Feeds Jamal Wilkes. Cup check strong underneath, but something I think was called by Alexander before that, and it was on Fred Brown.
Magic trying to take advantage of that large height advantage over the man guarding him, Fred Brown. So we see Los Angeles tried to get it to him even that time for his 3rd field goal to try, and he got it in cross court to Jamal, who missed.
Mitch Kupchak shoots 65% from the line. Hit the heel.
Mitch not having one of his better offensive outputs so far with 4 points.
Jump ball. Armand Hill and Landsberger.
This will be interesting.
Lenny comes off, wants to say something.
An important tap here with the 29 seconds in the 3rd quarter.
They want Lonnie to step through the circle. Here's the tip. It's taken by Nixon. The Lakers control it. They're down by 2. 23 seconds to go to the end of this 3rd quarter.
3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. I think we might see Norm penetrating to the basket a little bit.
You'd think that he'd try and go in, wouldn't you? Lonnie stuck an arm out, but Kupchak gets it back. Lost it. Fred Brown's got it. 7 seconds. See what he attempts to do. Probably shoot. He did. They don't. And it's over. The 3rd quarter. So the Lakers don't get the shot off. That'll make a coach gray to start with. And the Sonics go down the other end and don't get a bucket with 7 seconds to go. We have 12 minutes to go in regulation in this last quarter. Sonics 75, Lakers 73. Kareem has 21 and Jack Sikma has 22. Shelton with 18, Nixon with 19. So those folks pretty even. Lakers with the ball. They are down by 2. Magic hook shot. No, not a good shot. Seemed like he took that one a little smart alecky. He said, hey, I can make a hook shot, and probably wasn't the best percentage shot there when you're 2 behind.
Wally Walker came off with his 5th rebound of the quarter. A good output for him this 3rd quarter.
Lonnie Shelton. All right. 77-73, 11:30 to go in the ball game, regulation at least.
Kareem, of course, still on the bench.
Yeah, these 2 teams could get involved in an overtime easily. Gus going to come back in a moment, probably for Armand Hill. Lakers standing around a little bit now. Fred tried to get on the back of that shot. I'm not so sure that he didn't. Donaldson gets the rebound. And wait a minute. 24-second clock went off.
Expired, yeah, didn't hit anything.
Yeah, they really didn't have to stop play, did they? I'm trying to think if they do stop play after that.
Well, if
the buzzer keeps going, I guess everybody's looking around to see
James
what's
Donaldson
happening.
had possession, but they did stop it.
Gus back in. Armand will stay in the game. Fred Brown comes out. 77-73, 11 minutes left in regulation. Wally looks for Lonnie, who's had a hot hand. He's got 20. Landsberger tries to get up. Can't do anything about it. Can't do one thing about it.
22 points for Lonnie Shelton. He's starting to cook a little bit.
They can't keep Jabbar out too long if the Sonics get a 6-8 point lead. Well, cut it back to 4 as Michael Cooper, who averages 12, gets his 7th in the game. Waited. Armand Hill shook his man underneath, and the Sonics back up by 6.
Indicative of Lonnie Shelton's assist this year is that career he's 1.5. This year he's right at 4. Doing a nice job of finding open teammates.
Gus all over Nixon. Donaldson playing Kupchak, and the little underhanded scoop shot goes in. That's the thing James didn't expect. 6 now for Kupchak. He only had 2 in the first half. 4-point.
Try to get as many points as you can before number 33 makes his
Comes back
grand
in.
entrance again.
Intimidating at both ends. Donaldson, no. Did he get fouled? May have. Bruce Alexander says he did. Fouled by Kupchak, his third.
See James put the ball down, almost get it stolen, but did get it back up to take it to the hoop and get fouled by Kupchak. As Wally Walker checks out, Danny Brains comes in. Walker, a fine third quarter.
Kevin McKenna back in for the Lakers out of Creighton, the rookie. 6'7", 205, played sparingly. Donaldson goes in, 82-77. Interesting point to put McKenna in there. I would think they'd pull everybody and get the first 5 back in there at about the 8-minute mark.
Well, they still have another night to go, and they're hanging close, and number 33 is back in the game.
Donaldson missed the second. Now what? Somebody step over the line?
Lane violation. Mark Landsberger was in just a little bit too early.
Now you know what this is called? A substitute free throw.
Well, I like it.
Somebody stepped over the line. You can't come in there before the ball.
I call it 1 point.
Yeah, that's what it is. For Donaldson, he got an
Thank you.
extra chance.
That's
He
right.
got 3 to make 2, and he shouldn't have.
How many did you get? How many did you
83 to
need?
77. I
We
need to-
talked about that one
I'm
night.
going to play you foul shots. I'm going
All
to
right.
play you one-on-one. Dixon, Lakers 6 down. They want to start the sparkle right here and get it tied up. See what Jabbar does underneath. Oh, Donaldson hit the ball. Oh, I don't believe it. James Donaldson was on the basketball. You'll see it again. Now take a look at this one.
We'll watch it, and Lenny. Oh, boy, boy, boy. I
Oh,
don't know. He might have missed that one, though I'm here and he's there.
yeah. They showed it on the big screen here, the diamond vision. And Lenny's chirping to Bruce Alexander, and Alexander says, go away from me. Jabbar gets that one from the line. He's got himself 22 points.
James Donaldson with that block has 4 for the evening. Seattle shooting 37% in the third quarter. Los Angeles 44%. Rebounds even at 11.
That gives Jabbar both of those points, and that's not good. 83 to 79. That's a bad call. Unless he was saying it looked like Donaldson had a little arm on Jabbar before he batted the ball. He did block the shot cleanly. Steele, Cooper to Nixon. See what they do with Armand Hill. Nice play by Norm Nixon. That way he gets up and cups his body and takes it to the hook. Bright player. Very agile. 21 points for Nixon. And the Sonics lead by only 2 now. Brains, Donaldson, not James' shot, but he hits it.
Uh-oh. But the big fella knocks it in.
He says, I can hit that, and he did.
Hey,
4
no
points.
problem.
That's right, 4-point Sonic lead. Kenna, Cooper, Kareem wrestles it away from Lonnie, as strong as he is.
Seattle making Los Angeles work that clock, and of course that's not their game.
Nixon just shoved Hill out of the way. In and out, Landsberger tipped out of bounds by McKenna. He's hurt. McKenna's hurt, his right eye. He got a finger in it, a knuckle something, and he looks at it and thinks he's hurt a little worse than he is, and they're not even going to take a 20-second timeout for him.
5 guys on the court, and I don't think that Coach Riley wanted number 54 to shoot that
Oh,
one.
McKenna just got knocked down by Brains. No call. Gus under the bucket in. Basket counts. Gus gets fouled. Could be the crux of the game right here.
And here's where this crowd becomes a factor with 8 minutes to go as we watch the replay.
I don't care what
Nice
you say.
pass.
Strange time to play McKenna when he's making these mistakes.
Well, they've been giving him 5 or 6 minutes a game at this juncture.
Not here. 88-81. I wouldn't play him right here. 11 points.
Well, Pat Riley's listening to you, Wayne, and here comes Jamal Wilk.
I would think so. 11 points now for Gus. 88-81. Sonics on top by 7. Lakers are tough when they're behind. Yeah. You know that. Cooper gets a couple here, and as many people have been saying, they are playing great basketball right now.
Well, Norm Nixon, who would know better than he, says they're playing championship ball.
Yeah, they get it away from the Sonics there with no effort. McKenna running and shooting. What happened?
Danny
Knocked
Brains
out of
made a
bounds by
nice
Danny.
block coming from behind. We'll see the replay. Danny reach up from behind. Excellent block as McKenna checks out Coach Cody.
Yeah, I would have to take him out here. Too much pressure right here.
That's a tough position to put a rookie.
Here it is. Nixon.
Tell me
No.
Donaldson didn't affect that shot.
He's so big in the middle, he just stands there and intimidates. Bucket for Wilkes. Good time to put him back in. 88-85. This crowd suspects a tight one right down to the wire. I'm gonna say overtime right now.
No.
All right. That's a tough call. It only happens, what, once in every 25, 30 games. Brown. I wonder what the percentage is on that. How many regular NBA games go into overtime in the season? What percentage is that? 5%? Sigma hits. That takes it a little farther from overtime.
21 points for Jack as he spotted an opening and asked Fred Brown to please clear the area. I'd like to score on Mark Landsberger at this juncture.
Excuse me, could you get out of the way? What a pass! Nixon to Cooper. Oh, what a honey. There's that little lobber. And I'll tell you, if we thought Jammin' James could climb up in the air, Cooper could climb into the air.
We've seen Cooper do this a lot over the years.
After tonight's game, the Sonics lead
Beautiful
on a
play.
10-day road trip.
Los Angeles behind by 3, 90-87.
Sigma will come down into the Laker end, leading by 3. Jack tried to pass to James. It got away. Gus gets it back. No. Sigma has it. They knock it away from him. Scramble. Jack first and 10. Did he get fouled? I think he did. No basket for sure. Yep. Foul is called against Magic Johnson.
I think we'll watch Seattle now try to get the ball in Jack Sigma's hands as Magic Johnson is guarding him.
Second foul on Magic. No problem there.
Not saying anything against Magic's defense, but Jack is so much bigger. Seattle needs to run a good play here.
Uh-oh. Whistled underneath. What is it?
That's another foul on Magic. Two quick ones for his third.
14 fouls.
Sonics only have 1 team foul, but the Lakers now have committed 4 with still 6:17 to go. That could be important. Gus plays it way out. Sigma turns and shoots.
23 for Jack as he just shot right over. Used Magic's head for a sight.
Lakers by 5 down now. They've trailed by as many as 12, and the Sonics get it away.
Again, they go into Jack. 25.
Lakers going to call a timeout as Sigma just taking charge now. And he's got 25 points, and the crowd of probably around 17,000 or so, they love it. 5:35 to go. And the Supersonics back at Jack Sigma have jumped up now by 7. Back of the Kingdom, Sonics up by 7, but the Lakers are tough down the stretch. You can't write them off, although the Sonics would like to rub it off right here and just get about a 12-14 point lead to take it away from them. But the Lakers are tough. Here they come down the floor. We'll see what goes on.
They haven't won 11 of 12 for nothing.
That's right. Now they beat the Sonics, remember, 10 consecutive times. Kareem in the middle, triple team. Passed it away, it gets kicked away, picked up by Jack, no call.
Seattle shooting 8 for 9, 88%, and just playing tremendous defense the last couple of minutes on Kareem as he gets the ball.
Under to Fred, hit the end of the backboard as he went up, tipped away, and Kareem gets the rebound, and Donaldson all over him, but he gets it out to Nixon. That would have been a nice bucket there. Nixon comes down, stops, goes over, Gus missed it. Jack with another rebound. One of the reasons he's leading the league, 13-2 a game.
Playing a tremendous ball game tonight, number 43. He's earning his money.
He is tonight. He is tonight for sure. And he does almost every night.
And I wasn't saying that. I just said
No, I know you was tonight.
I want to give him double pay tonight.
Sigma, 2-pointer. Nope, couldn't get that one. And Kareem showing he can rebound as well, goes to Nixon, but this is the 3rd time down the floor they haven't got a point. Wilkes, just as I say it, lays it off the glass, 94-89.
Gotta get back. Somebody has to have responsibility to get back, because you know Los Angeles is going to throw the deep outlet if they can.
Lenny checking with Frank Furtado, the trainer, to find out how many timeouts we're meeting. Brains to the bucket. Nope. Somebody smacked him on the arm on the way in, though.
That'll be a penalty. So no matter, Brains is going to go for 2 shots.
Magic Johnson with the foul. Blocking.
That's 4 on Magic. 3 here in this quarter.
Danny Brains, who pops him up in the bucket at a 57% clip. And he's not happy with that. He wants to get that improved. Missed it here. You're the guy who taught him how to shoot those.
No.
What are you hanging your head for?
No, he's a good free throw shooter. I think before this season's over, he'll be up around that 70%.
Makes that one with ease. 95-89, Sonics by 6, 4 minutes flat to go.
You say with these. Let's you or I jump out there and see how easy that is. No matter if nobody's guarding us.
You're right.
It's all a matter of where we stand on that fence looking in.
Magic double team. Nixon 18-footer. No. In and out. Donaldson over Kupchak.
I tell you, James has been a man mountain tonight. Donaldson and Sigma. Seattle calls time.
Seattle's going to take a timeout right here. 3:38 to go. Look at this crowd on their feet the way they should be. Let's get a look at some of the faces watching the Sonics play tonight.
Jubilant at this moment. I don't think you'll see anybody leaving.
Nope. Sonics 8-6 on the year, and the Lakers, of course, 13-5. So the Lakers have played 4 more games. As you take a look at the standings in the division, Portland, they won tonight, so they are 12-4. The Lakers 13-5 until the outcome of this. Phoenix 9-5. Then Seattle at 8-6. They can improve to, of course, 9-6 if they put this one away. San Antonio, a club that the Sonics face next Wednesday night. They are leading that Midwest division 11-5 over Denver. Philadelphia far and away the leader in the Atlantic Division, but Boston's right behind them. Those 2 clubs right now, before looking at tonight's results, let me see, did Philadelphia play tonight and lose? Well, Howard's turning the page just that I wanted to look at. Anyway, Philadelphia and Boston were 27-4 going into tonight's game. And Milwaukee in the black and blue division, I guess you'd call it, of the NBA in the Central Division, they're leading Atlanta by only a game.
Well, I think those 2 teams, Philadelphia and Boston, and then Los Angeles here, as of late, are playing the best basketball of anybody in the league. And there's no question when March rolls around, or April now, or June, May.
It's all the way to the middle of April for the end of the season, and then the playoffs start. And if it goes according to schedule, looks like around the first week in June they'll finish up.
The tennis tonight, 20,021, 20,021, enjoying outstanding basketball.
3:30 to go. Lonnie, Brown, Sigma. Kupchak with a rebound for the Lakers.
Jamal Wilkes guarding Jack at that point.
Lakers have not picked up very many buckets the last 5 or 6 times down the floor. Kupchak put it on the floor, went in. Block shot. Beautiful block shot.
I tell you, James Donaldson is maturing before our eyes these last 2 weeks. Excellent play. His 2 missed dunks last night notwithstanding.
Yes. Tough for a guy 7'4" to miss a couple of dunkers. 4-second shot clock. Jack better get it off. He doesn't see it. Lonnie get it off in time. Yep. They say the basket will count, and Donaldson gets it. For James, he's got 10. And 15 is his career high. Kareem in the middle gets fouled. They had him sandwiched in between Donaldson and Sigma. Take your choice. Donaldson gets the foul, called his 3rd.
That 15 was against Dallas, so I think he'll take this 10.
It's only the 2nd team foul on the Sonics. That helps. Gives the Lakers the ball inbounds. They've got to get busy if they want to win their 11th straight. It looks like they're going to do it. Nixon playing Gus. Oh, what a move. What a move. Nixon shoveled it back to Kareem, and he lays it in.
And Fred Brown said, hey, don't help. Don't help. You just stay on the big fella.
Kareem, 25. Lakers down by 6.
The kiss. What a soft, tender kiss. Jack for 27 points. And he's scoring no matter who's on him, and Seattle is getting him the ball.
2 minutes to go. Wilkes misses. Jabbar with the rebound. Goes up the hook. Jack was hanging on his arm.
6 minutes. Wait, his 3rd.
3rd foul, Sigma. And team foul still. No bonus, but
nobody argued here as Jack grimaced with pain as he fouled. The percentages worked. It was a good foul.
Why not?
This late in the stage with 3 fouls.
Gets this one. They're within.
24-second clock then becomes all important.
Fred will control. The Sonics will use as much time as they can every time down. Kareem with 26. Outside the Gus and a new clock. 1:36 to go. Second shot clock. Fred Brown, no. Donaldson rebound, yes. .1:15 to go. The Lakers will call timeout, and it looks now like the Sonics have finally broken through on that 10-game Laker winning streak as they have them down by 9 points with only 1:15 to go. Lakers gather around Pat Riley, who's going to lose the first game of his official rest of the year coaching job, because he was appointed just today as the official coach for the rest of the year, rather than being an interim coach or splitting those duties with Jerry West.
Of course, it was one of the major questions around the league is how that would work out. We've seen a lot of things come about in the NBA in the last few years, but I don't think we've ever had an offensive coordinator the likes of, they have like the NFL. I've never quite seen that before. Assistant coaches, yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen an offensive coordinator for basketball in a while either. Well, it's a nice effort tonight to come out and beat the Lakers as they've been red hot. And to boost the Sonics a little closer to the top of their division.
They'll move to 9-6 if they maintain this 9-point lead.
Pat Riley taking a look at what he wants done in the next few minutes.
Leading scorers for Seattle, 27, Jack Sigma. Lonnie Shelton has 22. Freddie Brown, 16. Gus Williams, 11. That doesn't tell his worth tonight, as he's spent a lot of time on the bench with fouls. An excellent floor game, though, and James Donaldson just playing a magnificent basketball game with 12 points.
The three-pointer does not go. Kareem up in the air, gets fouled. I think Donaldson hooked him by the arm. And Lenny's still chirping. It's going to keep the officials honest, so to speak, right down to the final wire. And Kareem looks over at Lenny and just gives him a little smile, and Lenny looks at Pat Riley, who's bringing Kupchak over to talk to him. So Jabbar goes to the line for 2. Still possible for the Lakers. 1:07 to go. Kareem hits this one. 27 points for the evening's work. Looking for 28 with this foul shot. And he gets it. 101-94. 7-point Sonic lead. And they should have this one in the bag. 58 seconds to go. All they got to do is play with it for another 12 and get some kind of a shot off, or just give it to the Lakers and take one down the other end. See what you can.
Yogi Berra said it well when he said it's not over till it's over.
Yeah, but he said it ain't over till it's over. Rebound, Kupchak, 42 seconds.
My English is just a little bit better.
It is. Up, 20-second timeout, probably, or a full call. We'll see. Wally Rooney points to the Laker bench, but he doesn't give the small signal. So apparently it's going to be a full timeout. So the Sonics, they go on the road now. To give you an idea of what they'll be doing in the next few days, they're going to leave tomorrow and go back to Kansas City. And they'll play there on Friday night. Then on Saturday, they've got to board a plane, go to Atlanta, sleep in a hurry in the afternoon, get up and play that night at Atlanta. Then they have Sunday and Monday off before they go into Houston to play the Rockets at the Summit there on Tuesday. And then over to San Antonio to take on the Spurs, a team that's clobbered them twice already this year. That'll be on Wednesday night, December the 9th. So it's Kansas City, Atlanta, Houston, at San Antonio. They don't play the Patsy down there, the Dallas Mavericks, on this trip. Reason for that is, if I remember my schedule offhand, they play Houston and San Antonio 3 there and 2 at home, while they play Dallas 3 at home and 2 there. Makes sense to me. 101-94. You gonna light up your cigar? 7-point lead?
The party's over.
Well, you're gonna have to get a
turn out.
You're really gonna have to get yourself a pitch pipe if you're gonna sing that one.
Well, that's the beauty of it, not knowing where I'm going. So
I see.
What we call winging it. Winging it. Speaking of winging it, Seattle, each time Los Angeles made runs at them there in the 3rd and 4th quarter, repelled them, turned them back, played excellent.
Nixon went up to shoot. Gus knocked it out of his hands and it goes out of play. Gus just came from behind, went up with Nixon and took it right out of his hands.
That battle there was scoring-wise was won by Nixon, but Gus won the war.
Wilkes will bring it in. They look for Cooper inside. Jabbar wants to get 2 on the hook. Does.
But not 3. No
96.
foul. James Donaldson very wisely backed off and didn't foul him.
Full court press. 26 seconds to go. Hill to Sigma. Plays it to Gus. He gets fouled by Kareem. They got to foul him.
His 4th.
Kareem gets his 4th. All academic, though, with 20 seconds to go. The Sonics have a 5-point lead. Gus can add 1 here. Pretty well seals it. 2 just absolutely locks it up.
It's in the refrigerator.
And with 2 here, it goes to the freezer. Well, they bring it down, make 3-point play in about 5 seconds. You got a whale of a finish. That was a big point for 6. Well, Jerry West and Pat Riley are not going to give up on this one. They're going to force us to sit here for another minute and talk to you, which I don't mind doing, but we've said most of what we can say about this one. The Sonics lead it by 6. There's only 20 seconds to go. Catch bag pack on the road.
I am ready to go. Look out, Texas. Where we get together in Texas, right?
San Antonio. Let me ask you this question. You did a lot of traveling with Utah in the last 7 years as an assistant coach over there on that fine campus in Salt Lake City on 13th East, right? 9th South. Know it so well. Let's talk a little bit about the traveling in the NBA. Moving with the team, the early morning flights.
It's much different than college. College was harder because the NBA, you have your week planned out and you go for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days and then come back and then you're here for a while. In college, I'd go out for 24 hours. I'd go out for a night. I'd fly to LA from Salt Lake 3 times a week. I'd go to Chicago once a week, but just for the night. I'd have to be back in the office by 9 o'clock. Scouting, recruiting. I tell you what, it was tough. Much tougher than this NBA travel.
Well, one thing about the NBA, they tell you, Frank Furtado gives you note. He says you're going to stay here, you're going to get on this plane, you're going to get on this bus.
I tell you what, and I couldn't get along on the road without Frank Furtado.
Yeah. I've seen you smiling on the road, though. You love the travel.
He is. He just takes me by the collar and says, "This way, son."
Sonics 35 off the bench tonight. The Lakers 15. That's part of the story. And Fred Brown, most of that bench story as well. Off the bench with 16 fine points for downtown. The demise of the speed and shooting eye of Fred Brown, if ever stated, certainly grossly overstated. He's still as young as he used to be and still shooting whenever they need it. 3-point shot by Magic. Missed the bucket out of bounds. That's a little embarrassing, and that should just about wrap it up. And the people love it.
That's a nice way to end that streak at home in front of 20,000 people.
20,000, 21. Now we get a backcourt foul called, but it amounts to the same thing. Somebody's going to go down and go to the line. Who is that, Armand? Can't see behind the other players. There he is.
Some people behind me looking, hey, when are you going to sing? Well, I just told them I sang 40 seconds ago. I was so confident.
Nobody could look forward to your singing. Here's some final scores you might give again.
Boston beats Detroit by 1 in Boston, 115-114. New Jersey, 125-106 over Cleveland. Philadelphia losing in Philadelphia by San Antonio, 106-101.
Armand Hill gets one of the two, and now a 22nd timeout called, and this is really just dragging out a good thing, but the Lakers just will not give up. It's 103-96, the Sonics by 7. And that's Pat Riley with the glasses and the clipboard, directing his players on the play. He doesn't want to lose his first game as the permanent coach.
Well, he's won 6 of 7, so his record now will move to 6-2.
You know, an interesting fact, one of the obscure facts we dug up, Laker opponents have hit almost 51% of three-point shots that they've taken. Here's Wilkes with the three-pointer for the Lakers. He missed it. Donaldson with the rebound. 2 seconds. 1 second. Foul's going to be called to wrap up the ball game, and it's going to be on Kareem, but it's all over now. The Sonics win it. They'll either win it 103, 104, or 105 to 96.
He has 5.
5 on Kareem, and it doesn't matter. He won't have time to get another one.
With 1 and 1.
Donaldson goes to the line, looks up the bucket, handsome face of James Donaldson. See if he gets 04 or 05. Uh-oh. Donaldson gets 1 out of 2, and that's going to be the final. 104 to 96. Well, this basket will not count even if it goes or it does not. So it's all over at the Kingdome, and the Sonics finally break up that losing scheme that they had going against the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Sonics win it. The final 104 to 96.